It's different, ergo it's bad.
Oh, now what is this bitrate? The colors don't match up with the anything. Why is it so low? Can we just have a good connection and stick to it? Oh. Ask and ye shall receive, apparently. Well then.
All it takes is yelling at OBS enough, and you'll get somewhere.
Apparently.
Hmm. Also a childly, but that's neither here nor there.
Was that about Child Link?
Yes, exactly.
And I have getwoten, because that's clearly the past tense of tweet. E.
Okay, how did I write down investigation? Let's see here. Shoot.
Hey.
Totally.
Apparently Ozzy is watching. Well, good evening. You're the first one here apart from everyone else. Okay, hubby. Blame Heather for everything.
Yes, exactly. It's Heather's fault. I mean, that's just kind of a general rule. You could probably, like, trace everything back to me at some point. What killed the dinosaurs? You know.
The Ice Age! What called the Ice Age? Football! Who invented football? Heather!
Well, to be fair, I have been calling it hand egg, and I'm rather proud of myself for that.
You are correct.
Oh, you meant
to do
actual
so.
football. Shit. And that said, the image of Chris Redfield charging headfirst into a boulder while shouting football is far too good to pass up.
And that went right over my head.
Don't you watch your Proton John?
No.
How dare.
I'm just noting down a couple of things for my dream diary for radio, and then I'll open up the game.
No problem.
So I had 2 more things to add, which is good because I'm getting paranoid about running out of dream diary things.
So, for those not in the know, Resident Evil's original protagonist, Chris Redfield.
Oh,
Master
so it's
Cop.
a fictional character and not like a sports ball man town pants.
Oh, goodness, no, I wouldn't know any of those.
Well, I mean, you are American.
Chris Redfield is... Yes, I am. Regretfully and shamefully, but I'm a bad American, thank you.
Panty. That is all.
So anyway, Chris Redfield, voiced by the guy who voices Sonic right now.
Oh.
And Resident Evil 5. Yes?
Well, no, that just took a moment to sink in. What a brilliant time for the music to kick in.
It's fun because, you know, Sonic is his only, like, original voice, and he used it for the first time in a Pizza Hut commercial. But
what about the
his
condom
main
advert?
voice
Wait, that's a different one. Never mind.
That's the other Sonic
Also,
voice
can we just take a
actor.
moment to appreciate there is nothing on the roof, but that won't
Oh,
last
yeah.
eternally. Like there's no roof, and then I load my save, and then there is roof. Yeah, we have the taking tree.
I'm kind of scared of what else is going to get up there by the time you upload, like, you know, New Game Plus Plus or something.
So we have a
Or is that
piano,
just
we have the
New Game
taking
Plus?
tree, we have one of those enemies from Kid Icarus. We have a bit rate of 28.
I'm gonna... Sitting.
It's still dead. Hey, you're feeling like playing ball there, OBS. Why are you making me look like a terrible? Yeah, no, that's just not watchable.
Thing to hear just... Connections.
Well, at least people are having fun in the chat, because, fuck's sake, my bitrate keeps fluctuating, and clearly, you know, Heather, you keep dying, so... This is even worse than last week. I don't want to have to fucking stand for it, to be honest.
I'm killing your internet, probably.
Yeah, but how would it actually be you, though?
I'm infectious? Mama did always say I had an infectious personality.
See, I don't understand what's going on with the bitrate here, and I'm personally offended because it's making me look like absolute shitty caca poo-poo garbage. And it's back
No,
up
it's
now.
making your internet look like shit.
Like, why can't I have nice things? Why am I not allowed to have nice things? Like, reality check. Well, according to Twitch, there are 5 people. There are 2 people in the chat, so no one gives a shit about watching me, and my internet can't play ball, and so I'm going to sound like a whiny, entitled bitch. But why can't I have nice things? Anyway, Angie's dead. Wow, that... Kibo has a face. He's got a face. Ding. What's he gonna do with that face?
It can't be. You don't know?
Maki has no chill. But is she safe?
Weird.
Every Maki is a safe Maki. Mainly
Even-
because they're all redheads.
Even the sushi?
Right?
There's a sushi?
Really?
Maki roll.
That's right.
I'm talking about Crunchyroll. Dang.
Crunchyroll stands for Audible.
No way.
Oh, I forgot he did them too. Crunchyroll always had the best ads because they always went to the weirdest people to do them.
Huh?
And yet they never came to me.
Could it be?
Start advertising now. Crunchyroll is a service.
Crunchyroll
They've got
stands...
Danganronpa. That's literally all you need right now. Just
Whoa.
read Danganronpa.
That is-
Something high school, whatever.
That is some violent bear vomit.
Uh-oh.
Is all that remains of a once powerful nation.
It's okay.
Monodam, you're a crazy child, and that's why you're my favorite. I love how we have 3 Monophonies on screen at the moment. Like, we have her in the background of Monodam's portrait, her vomit in the background of Monotaro's portrait, and just her.
Fine. So then, we are all friends.
Well, we're just having a fantastic time here. Oh yeah, the Monofoof.
Oh.
Right now, you're on the threshold.
The Monofu.
Yeah, when you only have one vagina, it's a Monofoof.
So.
Oh my.
Subsequent vomit. Oh yeah.
Farewell.
I have a question. As my bitrate is
Oh,
dying
dear.
again.
So then.
How do I know if I'm allergic to rice?
Yeah.
How often do you throw up whatever rice you eat?
None. But
Nope.
sometimes when I eat things, and it's not always rice, but sometimes it's rice, my throat closes up and like I don't die. It's just it's uncomfortable at worst, and that's about it.
Huh. Happens to me with a lot of sticky food.
Unfortunately.
So it's not allergies then. Well, I do have like screaming
It could be
indigestion
an
at the moment.
intolerance.
You're right.
You all, indigestion is a fun thing.
Intolerance? Are you saying I'm racist?
Oh boy.
I'm too proud of that one.
Ah, you're proud. What's the opposite of rice?
Noodles?
Yeah.
Gum?
Noodle pride. Oh, gum pride. There we go. Well, no, because rice gum is a thing.
That was the joke. I don't know what rice gum is, but
Damn
you know.
Neither do I.
Seems
Give me a second. Let's see if I can do this without being loud. Yarg. There we go. Okay. Sorry, as you were.
Oh. So Samugi's putting forward the suggestion that maybe... Nya. Just a little nya. Well, that's just excellent heartbeat.
Hey,
What?
So Kaito has issues with the dead apparently, and Tsurugi thinks the dead did the diddly-didy doing.
When did they all become wax instead of just corpses?
Well, Angie made them, as far as we can tell, as part of the resurrection ritual. Also, Kaito just looks like he's shat himself very profoundly, just like fucking. It's all out there.
Damn.
And of course, that's going to make Kaito look suspicious, but it's not going to be him because I've already indicted Korekio. But clearly I'm not going to be right because Angie's dead and the Tenko's right there, so what the fuck is this chapter?
jeez. It's okay. Well,
Maki's being friend material.
Right.
Good. I have enjoyed her. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. Oh! So, stab wound to the back of the neck, but also, like, that's not her forehead, or forehead if you prefer, like on that diagram. That's the top of her head. That's the fucking cranium right there. That is not a forehead. Well, but that's odd. 2 in the morning, so basically just after we left. Strange beans.
When was the last time we saw her alive?
The previous night, like literally the night of her death. And we had 3 people with us.
Gotcha.
So Tenko was there. Kokichi might have turned up, I don't actually remember. Himiko was definitely there. And we were with Kaito and Maki, I want to say?
but
Like, this makes me think that it's someone who's not on the student council who did it, but then again, only the student councillors would have been allowed to go out at night time, so it doesn't really rule out anyone.
Why? All right.
Because Angie would only open the door for a student council member after all, and she would have locked herself in because art. So maybe there's some other way of getting into the room, like there was all that fuff about the floorboards before, so...
It's impossible.
It's magic!
Himiko?
Ugh,
But
whatever.
Whoa.
What a pain.
Himiko's got maximum nihilist.
what was that?
Please stop.
Is that so?
Huh?
No.
Oh, Korekio's having a moment. Oh, there was the basket with the sauce in his room.
What are you trying to pull?
Seance, but with an accent over the E and a C just before it. It's chemistry from beyond the grave. I made the joke last time, but literally no one came to the last stream, so nobody heard it, so I'm original, yay!
You gotta be kidding me!
I am serious. Huh? Yes. Well, you know. Do you understand?
Thing is, though... what if this is like a cover for a subsequent murder? I can totally pronounce the word subsequent. What are you even talking about? It's
You can do it, Tess.
I could do it too with can do. I'm a big kid
You
now.
can do it.
No.
Bop, Dippin' Dots on Roombas, Photoshop some Goombas.
What?
Therefore. Well,
Incomprehensible.
I love Kiba's reaction is just, that's unusual!
Okay. How exciting.
God, Kokichi, you're so fucking patronizing.
I
Well,
Good
whatever
grief.
you want.
Good grief, Himiko. You're an onion child.
so then,
You're right.
Cookie to just volunteer in Kibo there.
Why?
Well then. No.
Wow, could it possibly be one of the rooms that matches that description exactly?
Then,
That's...
You mean the ones on the floor that I'm going to refer to in the third person, even though we're on exactly that floor right now? Those ones that aren't on this floor that are?
Yeah.
Listen up!
Tell me your thoughts.
I love that line. Just Korekio sounds like "tell me your thoughts." Begone, thought.
then,
I see, yes. Do you understand?
I don't see this ending well. Well, I suppose in the meantime we can at least investigate the crime scene and maybe get some insight as to what the hell went down.
This is stupid.
Also, I received a notification just before the stream started that Ozzy has subscribed to me on YouTube and I'm flattered.
But...
Right, where does one even begin? Probably with the body. Oh, we have the jazzy
What's
investigation music.
Okay.
Got a minute?
Well, so Maki is just taking the role, just kind of being Kyoko just a little bit. Which I'm not opposed to. Oh, we get to get slightly closer. Oh, so I can't just, like, slap Kurumi in the face. Sure, the necronymity. Which we were just given because of reasons.
I knew it.
Hey,
Okay.
Did I not mention I had slight indigestion going on? That bub was a product of that. You're welcome. Wow, this is Monokuma as fuck. See, this sort of rings alarm bells already, because, like, prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. So, why are the wax dolls so perfectly, like, lifelike? I mean, yeah, that's Angie using her talent, but, like, beef. Ah, carbon monoxide, my favourite book ingredient.
this is stupid.
Wonder how that was supposed to end up working then. Ooh, it leveled up. But can I spank anything in the immediate vicinity? I can. I'm gonna spank the entire crime scene and you can't even stop my spanky hands. What else is there? Can I smash anything? Yes. Away with you. Gonda just hiding off screen just beyond where I can... just beyond my click capacity. So there are baked beams.
If I remember correctly...
Upside down sassy Rantaro. Oh, my avocado boy.
Hey,
You're right.
That is entirely a fair point.
that's true. By the way,
That's especially strange. Why has Kaede been stabbed?
What
We
is it?
liked her. This is going to be a strange case, I'm sure. And that's a very specific truth bullet as well. I think Heather may have died, by the way. I'm not really sure what I can do to confirm or deny that. And I'm going to give a quick look over at Discord. Yeah, nope. She just turned her microphone off for some reason. Yum yum. I'm assuming because death is occurring. Well, that's fine.
I knew it.
She's turned into a Jackson Pollock painting.
Well,
So, she was bonked and sloused.
Oh yeah,
remember,
So it's not going to be like her hitting her head on the floor By the way, she's just in prime twerk position in death, by the way, just presenting ass. I know it's me saying I was only vulgar when it was necessary. In case those who weren't aware, I mean, Ozzy could explain, but I'll explain on his behalf because I'm the one with the microphone. So, every Wednesday at 3 o'clock on FM, we have The Game Guys, of which I am a member, as is Ozzy, and Alex is also, but he's not here. Not Canadian Alex. Alex from university. Different Alex. I know too many Alexes. And we were talking about censorship and swearing and whatnot, and... well, you could probably infer the rest, but you should have been listening to the show, so you should already know. I'll probably upload archives of that at some point.
What is it?
Duct tape. Whoa. And has hair on it. Well, it is peculiar.
But,
So what?
okay.
Zero chill.
Okay.
Do you wanna die?
Sorry.
Oh dear.
Got a minute?
So I love how once again, so chapter 1 we had Kaede, chapter 2 we had fucking, actually who did we have to keep us company in chapter 2? I want to say Kaito, and now we've got Maki taking, like, we just have different sidekicks the entire damn time. And I suppose we should check out the back door. It's right behind Kaede. Yes, plug.
Is this...
Dice, onion, grind, pepper.
That's true.
Hey,
Oh, whoa, what's this? Oh, shiny. There was
Is that alright?
the stabuloid, the tea-stained rubber
So
duck. Truly an insult among insults. Oh, he touched the knob.
Okay.
So what, it's actually surprisingly easy to break in, that's what I'm inferring from that.
well...
You do that, Maki. Apparently I'm not doing that with you automatically. Oh, I can spank everything else in the room as well. Because don't you know, the best way to investigate a crime scene is to literally slap everything that isn't nailed down. Anyway. Gunter Daddy! Not letting that one go.
Why?
Me fail English? That impossible.
Right.
Ew.
But...
Well, Gunter's too precious to have been the killer anyway, so... He's safe for at least one more chapter just because of my predictions.
But... Right! You're... going to idiot!
Oh, Gunter, you precious cinnamon puff. So that doesn't count as a bullet of any kind. So Moogie, ah. That was completely out of tune.
Huh?
Why are you casting aspersions against Tenko? Oh, okay, yeah, no, that makes sense.
Actually,
Makes sense that you would think that anyway.
Oh yeah,
oh,
that's true.
no.
But that still seems a little bit like... If nothing else, Tenko was with us. So much as I don't like her attitude most of the time, I'm still gonna defend her because, oh, can I spank the wood? Yes! And of course I'm spanking the wood right next to Mew. Mew. You are none of those things, Mew.
Huh?
Why are you everyone's waifu?
What was that?
Hey,
Wait! What?
Okay.
God, Mew, you're pathetic.
You know. Well then,
Could it be...
listen up.
I mean... Abysmal bitrate aside, that makes sense.
got a minute?
What?
Sherlock Homo. But weren't you just shipping him with Kai Idiot? God, Mew. Get your ships in order. Then again, Shuichi Kaito, yeah, why not?
I knew it.
What was that?
Don't molest them.
Hey!
How did I know, Mew? Mew, what the fuck even is your face?
Ha! Fucking virgin!
I'm glad that's a voice line. Didn't even get a truthful out of it or anything. Okay, Maggie, what have you observed?
Hey,
Okay.
At the very least, it was impossible to open. That doesn't necessarily mean it was locked, but we don't know.
I knew it.
I mean, Kokeiji did pick it open, so I guess. But we can't really, like, unless you see it with your own eyes, you cannot assume anything.
hey,
That's true.
Well, then clearly the killer went in through the back door, or something else. I don't know. Hey, yo, mouse, would you mind clicking when I click? And Moradam with his zero chill. Well, you see, that makes me feel complicated things there, Heartbeat, because, like,
then
it feels like she was designed to be a guilty pleasure as opposed to being like outright dislikable. So,
No.
I mean, is there some special thing to the floor or the ceiling or some other aspect, some other dimension?
is this?
It's a locked room mystery.
You're right.
I think Heather is still dead. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Heather. Like, she makes me wait 50 years to start this stream, then she turns up for 5 minutes and then fucks off. How rude.
If I remember correctly,
That's right. I knew it.
Yeah, but Kokichi's like, he's as suspicious as you are, Maki, in that he's not gonna do any killing. He's just, no. It'd be a bit too predictable. Oh, there's still more to be had. Now, there is an observation that I made, and I watched the previous streams back just to confirm. And I want to make this observation, but I want to wait until Heather's here so she can actually take note of it. Now, is there anything else in here that I've overlooked but have not yet seized? Or do I have to check the door myself? Oh, of course, Kokichi was in the fucking fifth. So the game reckons I can talk to Gonto Daddy even though I can't reach him from here. So there's no reason to just observe the sword then. Oh no, yeah, it is clickable separately, it just wasn't obvious.
damn it!
Just specifically to wound you,
Got a minute?
Shuichi. But that's gonna be like the thing from Korekio's room, surely, because it was gold and a reference to the first game.
Ah,
What is it?
You can't do that if you don't pull it out.
because
Is this?
okay.
So that immediately cast aspersions against Korekio anyway.
But
That's true.
could it be?
Well,
A long weapon.
Huh?
okay.
Oh. Ah, ow. Ah, I'm in pain. That burp like reverberated inwards, and I think my insides just imploded for a second. There was like an echo of pain all the way down my esophagus there.
Huh?
Indigestion is fun, if that's even what this is.
That's true.
Oh. I don't know whether to apologize or not. Wow. Fascinating backstory.
Okay.
Got a minute?
Just wash them off in the blood of the innocent.
Hey,
Okay.
Oh. Well, that's just delicious.
by the way,
Thank you for stabbing her twice.
what are you talking about?
That's...
All sleight of hand or something.
Well,
Clearly there's a higher meaning in there somewhere. Oh! Oh! I just had a thought. Because Korekio was just going on about, oh, the caged child ritual needs 5 participants. Well, if you have the 4 wax effigies plus Angie, that's 5? Is this an implication that when they do the caged child ritual in the other room, one of them's gonna die as well?
okay.
That's... I mean, I could be completely wrong. But just seeing that they're, like, hung up in kind of a cross shape, like... You know, like, they're all, like... they're in a cross shape with Angie in the middle. So it does seem ritualistic in some fashion. What do you mean there's still things to investigate? You literally just told me to leave!
by the way. That's right.
Okay.
That's true. I knew it.
Yes, you told me to leave, and now you're like, no, don't leave, there's still more to discover. What else is there? Like, this light that looks like a spatula? How dare they underrate Gonta Daddy?
That's true.
I wonder if Heather's ever going to come back. I feel so alone.
Ha! Fucking virgin!
Just... Am I missing something ground-breakingly obvious? I checked the back door again and learned something new. Like the observation that there's gold leaf on it. Well, what have I not yet looked at then? It's like, with this new way of like seeing what's clickable, you would have thought it would be obvious, and... Oh, the poop of blood.
Is this...
It's dry, but it's still pink. No consistency! Okay, now are we done?
So what?
Savage?
Like I'd know.
Wow. Muggy has no chill. It's been established.
Got a minute?
You're right.
That's true. By the way. Sure, whatever.
Well then. She's so fourth wall. Just twerking against the fourth wall. Right, what's B do with the next? And can I go and interrupt the seance because I don't trust them? Like, I don't trust anyone to be left alone in a dark, sequestered room for an extended period of time during an investigation that I have ordained should, like, result in more deaths than have died so far. Oh, nope, Shuichi's just too on task. Well, that's just sad and offensive. And rice. And apparently I've dropped more than like 27.3% of the frames in this stream have been dropped, and I am personally offended by that. Like, that properly fucks me off. I thought Korekio's room is literally just a fucking museum.
Okay.
That's true.
No.
That's true.
Oh, good. Kokichi Grandma is here.
Ew.
Anyway,
Bitchy resting face.
yeah.
He needs a wow sheesh. See, if Heather was still here, she'd laugh at that.
What is it?
So
Nobody
that
knows.
means-
Oh,
Yeah.
the Fuff Sus book, which we saw last time as well. Are we going to learn us a thing here?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
If I remember correctly,
Okay, that kind of sounds like what Angie was doing in the artist's room. The stone on the ground may well be, like, not the murder weapon, but the other thing.
I see. Yeah.
Okay, so standing in a cross formation. So I'm right again. Strange.
But
Yeah, he was just excited that it even existed in the first place. A strange one, Korekyo Shinguchi. Shiny coochie.
but... Huh? Well, you know...
God
See?
damn it, Kokichi Grandma.
That's true.
Huh?
I don't understand.
Clearly there'll be a minigame involved. Please don't.
Okay.
See, why is Maki just so sensible at everything?
all right.
So I was right to go there. And then I was just previous because I need to be invited before I went. Because bloody Shuichi's so fixated on handling the sheath of the blade. I'm trying to make this as sexual as possible, and clearly it's not working. Well, if Oz is still here, he can confirm that I make all manner of sexual noises when disclosing engine pieces to a ship. That was the thing that happened last week. We were building spaceships and it got sexual.
Oh man.
We didn't even want to be here in the first place.
Listen up.
Oh, Joth, what even flavor of timing? Toothpaste and orange juice. Toothpaste and orange juice.
Why, you... Do not mock me!
Oh man.
How rude!
I just want to go and hug Kibo.
Stop it.
Salad sushi. I somehow saw salad sushi in there. I'm good at reading, I swear.
Do you understand?
Ooh, salt. Ah, Joth, you keep changing colours, but yes, hello. By the way, spoilers for the first 3 chapters of Danganronpa V3, in case that's the thing you care about. Also, the closing argument for chapter 2 of Not Ronpa should be ready soon. Heather's working on that. I have an email now.
That's correct. Well then... Terrifying. Okay. Do not worry.
Korekyo, you're a bit full of yourself.
Do you understand?
At last, at long last, young guard dog and little lost girl, sealed within an iron cage of mountain's bottom within the darkness. I feel like that would work better in like... I'm just gonna run with it. Russian.
Huh? Oh?
Please don't tell me I'm gonna have to repeat it back in a dialogue box of some kind.
Okay. Well then.
How exciting.
So then...
Oh,
No.
erotic.
Yeah? That's right.
Well then. That's nice, but Tenko, you are absolutely about to die.
Please. By the way.
Hibiko is precious, but she talks so slowly. But it's magic.
Damn it!
Tenko, this is absolutely a goodbye speech and you know it. Beautiful. Tokyo 2020.
So then,
12 points to the dead people.
Yes!
So basically Switzerland 2007. Okay, how wrongly is this gonna go?
now I would like the spirit medium Tenko to sit within the center circle. Please be sure to walk on the path, so as not to disturb the magic circle.
Make sure you watch your steps since it's so dark in here.
Ah yes, Tenko, advise yourself.
Next, you must be as a turtle within that circle.
You've been running around throwing that turtle on my name. Oh, Charlie Puth.
Please rest your forehead upon this stone marker I've placed here.
Which is clearly visible in the CG, obviously.
It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work?
Certainly. It is merely needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon.
We don't know if it'll work or not, though.
Like this?
Oh, that was quick.
This may be uncomfortable, but please endure it until the seance is complete. Whatever you do, you mustn't raise your head or change positions.
Piece of cake! I have 5-star flexibility.
And then there will be Cage.
So then, let's see.
Yes, that's precisely how spirit channeling works. Step 1, forehead. Step 2, rock. Step 3, ghost.
Yeah.
See,
I shouldn't have lied. I'm way too weak for this kind of stuff.
why couldn't we have just borrowed Gonta Daddy to move the cage instead? Because Gonta Daddy is precious.
It's made of iron. No wonder it's heavy.
Hold on! Don't just drop it on top of me!
Step 1, believe in it and channel all day long. Step 2, just roll with it. That's how you obtain a ghost dong.
I know. It wouldn't be very funny if a body discovery announcement happened during this.
Bang bong dang dong.
Please don't jinx us!
I'm tired. So, next, we cover the basket with a white cloth, right?
I shall take that role.
Everyone be popping in and out of reality.
All right, everything is prepared. Tenko, how are you doing?
Well, I can only see the floor from this position, but I think I'm fine.
The final step is to place the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. The four of us may need to do this together. The statue is quite heavy.
Yeah, how are you going to do that without spoiling the salt circle? Like, Himiko's feet are right up in that salt.
Even with 4 people, it's still really heavy.
Oh, holy crap, this weighs a ton!
No, it is not much more than 175 pounds.
It's an entire dog, after all.
I'm totally wiped.
Go to bed, Kokichi. We don't even need you in here.
I could have used my magic to carry it easily, but seances and magic don't mix.
Are you sure it's okay to put something so heavy on top of the cage?
Well, that's why the cage is made of iron.
The iron cage was made specifically for seances, so it can hold this weight.
Okay. I guess that's fine then.
Now, let us exit the magic circle. Take care to avoid disturbing it.
Yes, do not touch my salt. Don't touch my tree.
So then,
Got it!
Well done, Tenko. You did it.
well then,
Can I pick a corner? Okay. The corner has been chosen for me.
now we darken the room. Kokichi and Shuichi are closest to the candles.
Both of the Ichis and the frame rate died for a second again there. See, I'm personally offended that consistently 27.3% of the frames of this stream, over a quarter of this stream hasn't been streamed because OBS is being a pile of garbage. With like a circumflex over the A.
Please blow out the candles. You should be able to follow the walls in the dark.
So go back to the corner of the room after it's dark. Okay, got it.
You needn't move, Himiko. There are many gaps in the floor near you.
Yeah, got it.
And that's totally not going to come into play at any point.
Once the room is dark, I will begin the song. Please sing along with me. Then, I will call out to Angie. Until she replies, there must be silence.
Garbaje. Even better.
After the seance is done, Shuichi and I are supposed to light the candles again, right?
Correct.
A garbage.
I brought matches from the warehouse, so please use those.
Okie dokie, then I'll blow out the candle now.
Blow them. And then all was dark. And of course, when you turn the lights back on, you know, when you turn the candles back on, it'll just be a murder scene. Bing bong ding dong. And because there's 4 of us, plus a corpse, we won't know if the killer's in here or not, except it probably will be because there's a fucking Korakio.
At last, at long last. Young guard dog and little lost girl, sealed within an iron cage.
I feel like this would work better in Japanese, just saying.
At mountain's bottom, within the darkness. At last, at long last.
Heather's just entirely gone at this point.
How many will there be by dawn? Will there be 2 or just 1?
Good.
Will the guard dog run far away? Or did it eat the
I swear,
little girl?
if this like stream archive on YouTube gets copy-wronged on YouTube because of that audio, then I'm going to eat a cream. Okay, Heather's trying to rejoin, I hope. She says she's going to anyway.
At last, at long last.
See, there's a melody, but it's all over the place. It's a mess. Bees. Oh, I've got an achievement. I'm not entirely sure why.
Say.
Oh, say, can you see, by the distinct lack of light?
What's the matter?
Hold on. Let's see. Huh? Well.
And now, I predict a murder. Yep, well, I see blood. I see Great Wall of China.
That cannot be.
What?
I see, yes. Hold on.
Oh, good.
Man.
What if she's as dead as she looks, though? I mean, look, there's an askew floorboard already, that the circle's broken. I see Great Wall of China.
Now, I will remove the sheet.
And as they say, one sheet does plenty. Well, there's a bit of blood.
Oh?
Oh, whoa, what's this?
Perhaps.
Do you think so, Korekio? Wow! Really? I thought that looked perfectly normal. Probably destroying the magic circle in the process. I mean, as it is, I think just before we had this scene, Kibo objected to the seance in the just by his objection was basically just, "That's unusual." Precisely, Red. Good close-up of Himiko there. I wasn't wrong after all! Yay! Death! Good. And Heather's still not here to witness me being right after all.
Really?
That was a good series of noises. Ooh.
Ah!
For now.
I tessellate all the numbers, not just 2018. Wait, that sounded weirdly flirtatious and or sexual. Everything I say is sexual. And the circle is dead.
What? How'd this happen?
Got a minute?
Well, that's...
Oh good, here come the children.
What on earth?
Gunter Daddy. It's not even on screen. Oh, no, he is. He's just behind Monotaro. Oh my, Red. Oh, behind.
Say,
Is all that remains of a once powerful
Oh. Now wait a fuck there, Discord. You...
right now. You're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime.
Wow, rude. Discord disconnected me from my own call because of Heather. That's just lovely.
if so...
That's right.
Yeah?
Is all that remains of a once
That's an excellent question, because that may or may not be a thing in at least one chapter of something that I've written for my own Danganronpa.
threshold of an amazing adventure.
Yeah, no, it is me, Joe.
Oh,
Oh, children.
Father!
No way!
Oh, good, Monokuma still exists.
Yeah?
All that remains of a once powerful
Ah!
The power of love.
That's right!
You're on the threshold of an amazing adventure.
Oh, savage.
Father!
Oh, precious children. Another one! And another one! And another one! Swish, swish, bish. Another one in the basket. Oh, good.
Thank you so much, my adorable darling cubs!
Including the dead one. Also, Monofony is still the only one who licks him back, which, that's a weird kind of sexual in its own way. Apart from the fact that he's licking his own corpse as well.
With you running the academy, I was able to fully enjoy my relaxing vacation!
Did I not say something about him taking a vacation like 2 streams ago?
Oh, that tickles! Father's intense love is getting me all soaked!
Oh!
Daddy, your tongue feels amazing! This better not awaken anything in me.
Oh! Monodab, you precious child! You're welcome for all of this imagery and more.
No. To tell you the truth, I'm satisfied with this. Yeah? Hey!
Why?
Cursed image of sequences. Yes, that's clearly what I meant to say. Hey, OBS, can I get some bitrate, please? Thank you. As I was saying.
Yeah? I'll answer that.
huh?
Hey, in other words...
Oh. See, I never thought they'd address this. So, the second killer... isn't blackened but there's nothing at stake for them if there is one, and I feel like there wouldn't be one anyway, but still. So, they're not at risk of being executed, but they're also not at risk of graduating.
Now then, go ahead.
It wouldn't surprise me if this was a double kill all by the same person, though, just because it's tradition. But that contradicts at least one of my chapters in Danganronpa, and I'm not happy with this, but this is fine. It takes place in a different continuity anyway. I make the rules.
Daddy!
Lamp. Well, this is... Oh, dear. Oh, dear. You know what? I'm taking a screen cap of that just to send to Alex out of context later. He'll enjoy that, I think.
So long. Farewell.
Monodam. Are you going to commit Harajuku Barbie at the end of this chapter?
Listen closely.
Nope.
Let's see. How exciting!
Piece of shit!
Shuichi!
Huh?
But you know, listen up.
Thank you, Kaito. We'll just carry on doing what we're doing.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, so we just... It's still Monokuma... This also bothers one of my chapters because I had Monokuma files number A and B. Like number and then next to that an A and then... like a lowercase a appended to the number to differentiate. It's only 11 AM, whoomst? And only a stab in the neck. So that's why they needed the sword then, because it really looked like because it looked like Angie was the victim of this as well. She was also a caged child in a ritual involving the wax figures. And you'd need a long weapon like the katana in order to stab through the neck, to get through the cage to kill her, if that were the case. Then again, in this case, because there was a dislodged floorboard, and the floorboards in all four of these rooms, or all three of these rooms rather, are loose and removable, the killer could easily have just done a Teruteru Hanamura and killed her from underneath. So...
Jeez.
Oh, Kaito, you precious yaoi hand.
Hey!
I ship it!
What? Curse!
Also, eyeliner on fleek, except those are actually tears.
Kaito, calm down.
And there we go with the American voice actor saying calm again.
No way there's a curse! Don't screw around!
You're the one who's screwing around. Do you want to die?
Okay.
Are you okay?
My bad.
Wow. Well, at least she doesn't mind being called Maki Roll anymore.
That's correct.
This is...
Yeah, Tsurugi feel bad. Okay, but also, there was the observation that I'd made earlier, and I wanted Heather to hear this, but she's just vanished for some reason. Presumably due to illness, or I don't even know. Maybe she did actually die midstream, but as far as I've seen, there aren't any security cameras in the school.
How can
And
this
that's kind of a
be?
conspicuous oversight compared to the previous games. Also, Gonta's been seeing, he keeps seeing bugs that aren't there, and, there's no way that's not going to be important somehow. I mean, in the heat of the moment, I don't know if those two things are related. That would be kind of random. Oh, right, yeah, I should have explained. Okay, Red, you're not personally familiar, are you? I've written my own Danganronpa thing with, well, I say my own characters, actual people that I know, and I've done 6 full chapters of Truth Bullets and also extra, I've written a lot of it. I just don't really have the means of turning it into a game just yet, but I would like to try to. And in fact, Joth, if you're still here, I might want to talk to you about a potential commission after this, just to check some quotes and whatnot. I can't commit to anything just yet, but I want to at least investigate the possibility of a thing. But yeah, so investigation resume.
Well,
Yes, I've written like the plot and summary of 6 chapters, also with like culprits and executions and all of the truth bullets that are necessary, and it's just a fantastic time all around.
Got it.
No.
Ah,
Huh?
listen up.
Oh. See, I'm glad. I've actually Kibo's having a fantastic time here. Yeah, I had Heather playtest it first, and then Laura, Joth, and Super Alex 641 are doing the second round of playtesting of like just the raw ideas. Like all I give them is the written material because I don't have anything else besides that. And Elliot as well is doing like a playtest, but like sort of on a separate. Like he's currently going through chapter 1 and everyone else is on chapter 2, and Heather's currently recording like a closing argument sequence that we can play to them and make it seem all snazzy and fancy. And
I, Muiruma, the gorgeous girl genius, have installed a new function in Kibo.
so that's why you were fucking him in the previous stream that nobody saw.
Just leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all.
Calm down there, Nagito.
Shine on, you crazy fucking diamond!
To be fair, it would be easier if there were an actual game attached, because then you could actually do the investigating and
it's okay.
and like have all the context clues and stuff, because like chapter 1 especially is an absolute bitch if you don't have the actual trial with it, because identifying the killer kind of comes down to someone knowing too much and like lying in too great detail during the trial, and you can't really get that from just raw truth bullets. But
Okay.
it's been a fun thing to write. I have actually started working on a sequel as well, even though I don't have the means of making it. Oh yes, no, this game has no chill. Even less chill than even the previous ones. Anyway, Tenko. I see what you did there, Harpy. She was that dedicated to being quiet that she, wow.
Huh?
What's the point? Okay,
Wow.
that's obvious. By the way,
Well, there's the wonky-ass floorboard. I've leveled up so many flavors just from this one investigation.
why?
If I remember correctly,
Why?
but
And the stone. I mean, there's also the distinct possibility that the butter was just a prop and he wasn't actually turned into butter, he was just vaporized. But supposedly there is some, like, legend in some parts of Asia about a tiger that runs so fast he melts and turns into butter, and that's why there are tigers in execution as well, so I don't know. Oh, but Heartbeat, that means you haven't seen any of the executions I've written. Those are some good... That's some good shit right there.
Is this...
okay.
Because I know, Joth, for instance, you've read the synopsis of the first execution, and there are others, and they only get worse. In a good way,
Hey,
as far as death goes. So that's the one thing that makes me worry. Because I do worry whenever I share information about the one that I've written, because... like... because the characters are all based on people that I know, having to write executions for them is kind of like, I'm not wishing death upon my friends, and I can't stress that enough.
That's true.
But it's still kind of worrying when I'm
do you
writing
mean?
in such gory detail how my friends are being executed for killing each other.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, let's Danganronpa in a nutshell.
then...
Huh?
But she was bleeding before we even lifted the statue, never mind anything else. Is there anything else in this general vicinity? Nope, just... Oh! The corner hole! There's golf over here.
Is this... Got a minute?
Okay.
Yes, Heartbeat, both. And I could potentially actually bring up the, like, some of the details I'd written down about that. If people are interested at the end of this stream, I could bring up a little bit of information about it. We shall have to see. We'll have to have a look-sees. Oh, but the one, like, thing with it is all of the characters are furries, and you cannot make me change my mind on this because it kind of plays into the murders. Like, species is as important as everything else. But, like, there's even a debate scrum in Chapter 2 where it's like, oh, well, clearly it was this one because of the species, and, like, the other side is like, no, hold on, that's a bit racist. You can't just say someone's a killer because they're of a certain species. Oh, absolutely. I think, at least, I think the first execution is named after a Eurovision reference. At least. And there's probably other stuff besides. And yes. Joth appears as the ultimate programmer, and she is the alligator. And of course, I am in there, ultimate clairvoyant, lion. And there are others. Did I already check the dog? Hello, good boy. The heavy boy.
If I remember correctly...
That's about the weight of 2 girls. Shuichi, why do you measure things in girls?
What?
Savage!
I'm kidding.
It's true.
Is this...
I foresaw Tenko's death before it even happened. Also, there's writing on the wall there as well. Oh! Oh, that's fucking creepy! There's, like... Hang on, I'm gonna see if I can... Can I just... Look, right there. That's katakana for, like, tasukete, which is Japanese for, like, help me.
Okay.
Cool! But then it's written in red, so... That means that it's been there for a while. Also, there's coffee beans on the ceiling. Tsumugi, how are your hair tentacles?
Stop it. What?
In the words of Amethyst, go cry about it!
Because...
Okay.
She's a penguin and she's the ultimate teacher. And I've also been sort of trying to write, like, in the prologue when you, like, first speak to the students and it's like, shwoom, so-and-so, ultimate whatever. Well, in Danganronpa, fresh blood is bright pink, just because. And then, like, red blood is old blood. Bwah! Ultimate plot twist, but yeah. I've been trying to like, write the opening, like, the first conversation you have with every student, and it's like, oh, hey, I'm so-so, the ultimate whatever, and nyom. And you know how it does that in every game? I'm explaining it terribly, but most people will know what that is. Wow.
No.
So I've been trying to write those conversations that go around it, and...
Huh?
Amongst other things, like, well, the protagonist is actually Heather, so it's sort of fun that she's not here, so... She, as a cow, is the ultimate game designer, and upon meeting Alex, that leads into beating Tess, and Tess is just inside a wall for reasons, and, well, actually he's inside a wall of chairs, but, again, these are things to explain at a later point in time.
Could it be...
Fucking moron!
Kurakyo, I don't trust you at all.
That cannot be. I knew it.
But of course.
Excuse you, my brain is a drug, and that's all.
Ah, yes.
This is stupid.
I see, yes.
Is that so?
That's a face. Oh yeah, because like the whole game is like it takes place in the school as it appears in Danganronpa 1, because it takes place instead of Danganronpa 1, so it's an alternative canon. So there's no Makoto, there's no Junko, etc., etc. And in that one, everyone's room has either a toolkit or a sewing kit, depending on the gender of the student. But because Joth is non-binary and Heather is male to female trans, there's like this nice little scene where Heather swaps her toolkit for Joth's sewing kit. It's like a nice little acknowledgement of trans folk and so on. And that's I'm glad that everyone's okay with that, because I was worried that people might take it as like, oh no, you're appropriating or something. I don't know. I just want to recognize that my friends don't all fit within the gender binary, and that's cool.
Yes.
And as it is, I think Joth and I have sort of determined in the real world that I'm demi-male at best, which I'm okay with.
What do you mean?
Yes.
Relight the candles. Chaka chaka. We found a body. Yay. And we have people of assorted origins as well, because like in Danganronpa they're all canonically Japanese, and in mine we have people from various places, and it's cool and good.
Well, that's...
Reality is an illusion, the universe is a hologram by Goldberg.
How? Perhaps.
What's the point?
Hey, more than one person remembers the Dorito. Himiko, are you dying inside?
Hey!
Wait,
What?
like I thought.
I think there is a bit of a delay between the stream and like what I'm actually doing, so it's fine. It's clearly we're thinking like great minds who think similarly. Okay, what else is there for me to investify? Gonta, Daddy.
How can this be?
Well, that was worthwhile. And Kibo.
Leave it to me.
Infinite Rip. Get swole. And this candle is hella lit, fam. Great minds think. Yes, good. Right, what else is there that I must have a look-sees? Can I check both candles? Is that an important thing for me to do? Ultimate Infinite Shirt. If you can have any item from any video game. A bigger shirt. A hole in the wall. I'm gonna have to think about that.
Well,
Yes.
what?
Ridiculous.
You're right already.
This reminds me of that, like, viral Facebook post about someone talking about how they engaged with spiritual intercourse with the spirit of their deceased mother. Like, that raises so many questions that I don't even want the answer to, but I remember seeing it anyway. And so, clearly that's just Korekyo's entire MO. And the bitrate took a shit
So
again.
what? Hey,
Wow, that's a really good truth bullet name. Magic Circle Korekyo Drew.
Hey,
by the way,
that's true.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a Facebook post that went very, very viral, and it was not good. It was not good. It was just not good. I've just seen it in those listicles of like, oh wow. That's a lot of underfloor space.
Okay.
Well...
Okay.
It's so dark. That's a lot of candle. Oh. Woof.
Okay.
Is this...
The fuck?
Huh?
So am I to presume, then, that they used this to kill from under the floor?
Well,
That's right.
but
That's true.
Ah yes, a bag of money from Animal Crossing.
Hey,
That's true.
What a peculiar case. We are learning all flavor of things, even without Heather. Which, I was going to not do the stream because Heather couldn't join us, and then she joined us, and then she didn't. Sad.
that's true.
That's true.
And it's important to remember because in the previous stream that nobody watched, we were told that these cross pieces are the only things holding the floorboards up. They're not nailed down, they're all just resting on the cross pieces, so they would have done this in order to take a floorboard out from possibly underneath?
Then...
Or at least just strange. Dried blood, but it's recent, so it's purple instead.
Hey, what do you mean?
That's true.
okay.
There's probably a really elegant explanation for that, I'm sure. And we have a hole.
Hey. That's true.
Yeah, there's like a scale, like fresh blood is pink, then it sort of dries a little bit to be purple, and then if it's like years old it turns red. And I'm slightly salty that no one was at the previous stream just because it was just Heather and me, but at least I had Heather, who I don't even have now. But at least I have you lovely people watching instead, so it all works out.
Nope.
I just realised it's a really bad idea to have a candle in this room made entirely of dry, rotting wood.
Well, is that all right?
But yeah, if they'd used a light, we would have seized, just like with case 1 of the second game, the actual second game, not my second game.
By the way,
Huh?
because...
You're right.
Well,
Then...
for the next 2 weeks after this, it's gonna be just me, so I'm gonna be playing a different game, I guess. I didn't say that purple was fresher than pink, I said the opposite of that. The purple is dried and the pink is fresh. And the red is very dried. But yeah, so for the next 2 weeks, I'll be streaming something else by myself, and I'll probably be in the Lively Planet, like, speak into this to be on a stream voice channel again, because I haven't done that in a while. Shut up, Kokichi.
It's a lie!
Called it.
Huh? Oh? Why?
I haven't even decided on a game yet, because, like, I do want to stream Stardew Valley at some point, preferably with you, Joff, as a co-commentator, just so you direct me in the right direction for doing the right thing, but I don't actually own it on Steam yet. I'm waiting for the next sale, because I do have the money to buy it, but I figured I might as well just wait until the next sale because otherwise I'm paying extra for nothing.
Huh?
Well, I mean, pay for getting it sooner, but like, I can wait.
That's so mean.
Good, I'm glad.
Got a minute?
Ah.
Yeah, I heard about that as well. I'd still want to do like a solo thing by myself with that rather than doing a co-op stream. But I'd want to do a co-op thing as well as the thing. But I'd want to do it by myself alone also for streams, and then maybe do a co-op thing separately.
Confidence! Dreams! That's what the Killing Game is all about! Killing Game fans! Hold your head high and watch with your own 2 eyes! Baseball, soccer, mobile games! They're all nothing compared to the Killing Game!
Hey, Monokuma, there's an I in the word mobile.
The Killing Game just can't be beat!
Beaten.
Also, just completely unrelated, but I just noticed now just this little cherub Monokuma on the champagne cooler thing.
Behold, students! The entrance to the trial grounds!
This felt like a short, investigation. Bearing in mind 2 people died. Maybe that's because 2 people died.
Huh?
See?
Man.
Yeah, the fact that Kokichi fell through a floorboard. The fact that he fell through a floorboard says that, because he was in a different room, he fell through the other side of the floorboard that had been decross-pieced that we were investigating, theoretically, or something like that.
That's true. Do you want to die?
Well, anyway. So... wait, nope, the stairs are this way. I know my way around the spooky attic, don't even mind me. So I'm going to, at the end of this section of the chapter, I'm going to, save and quit and stuff. So do people want to see, little drips and drabs of information about the Danganronpa thing that I'm making? Because, I want to make it into a thing, I just don't really have the means to at the moment, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to still at least try to find said means. That is to say, I'm going to try to find a way of making it into a game, but at the moment it is just a massive design document and nothing else. And I can disclose bits of information if people are interested in hearing that. So, I could expand Dong a little bit if people want to hear that sort of shenanigan. Burp. I'm not sure how long I can get away with doing random nothings on a live stream that isn't gaming on Twitch, though. I don't know how strict they are with this sort of thing. I love how we have to walk all this way to the trial grounds as well, just all the way out to the birdcage. I just love how quickly Shuichi just fucking books it once you get outside. Speedy boy. Noom. The Shrine of Judgment, because apparently Americans don't know how to spell judgment. Savagery, I know. And everyone's here again.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Fewer and fewer.
Don't worry.
What? Are you okay?
I don't know.
So, just everyone's been injured by this case.
That being said, hoo-yah!
Unacceptable.
Zero chill, it's fine.
Rest in peace.
But... well,
Their faith has been broken.
I also. Indeed.
Got a minute?
Jeez.
See, between that and gone to daddy seeing these insects that don't really exist, I'm very much suspecting there's some outside influence at play, especially bearing in mind all the talk in the first chapter of, oh, there's a mastermind amongst the 16 of us, but there's Monokuma and at that point in the story 5 Monokids. There's no way that one person in the school could be the mastermind and masquerade as a student and control 6 different mascots and keep on top of seeing everything and knowing everything or whatever. So there has to be an outside influence at least helping, even if one of the 16 is the mastermind. And if one of the 16 is the mastermind, then I'm still going with Best Girl Tsumugi because she went pee in Chapter 1, and that's my only reasoning.
Huh? That's right.
All right already.
Yeah.
Hey, so... Huh?
His hey so sounds like queso, which is Spanish for cheese. Ramble, 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 ramble. It me. Ah, the flexi boy. It's beautiful. A brain octopus. The best kind. Splish. The best water graphics I've seen since the Nintendo GameCube. And I know technically you probably can talk to the other students, like, before opening the shrine, but I haven't done that in the first 2 chapters, so why would I start now? Especially because Heather's not here. We descended. This game is full of things you may not like, which is fine. And without giving too much away, like, well, specifically, when I had Elliot in university to be the guest on my Eurovision show last week, he's played through this game already, so he knows how it ends, but he's been really considerate and not spoiled any of it for me. But he told me that apparently I'm really gonna like the next chapter, so that's gonna be fun.
Now then, extreme!
I do like the design of the courtroom in this game, but I still intend to use I intend to use the layout of the courtroom as it appears in the first game, but just with different, like, theme. So, I've been calling it not Ronpa because I want to acknowledge that it's a fan game at best, but, like, the courtroom is laid out the same way as in the first game, and it gets redecorated every chapter like in the first game, like, to the same excessive extent as it was in the first game, but just with different designs. So, is Rantaro still missing from this set of screens? Because that's just sad. And Kaede's still front and center. Sadness. Kokichi just there with his hands like, whoa, yeah, murder. The truth and the lies and lost and found and... oh, faces. Okay, just, well, I'm about to end anyway, so... Is anyone interested in potentially me showing off a couple of details from the plans that I've made for what I've been calling not Ronpa? Because that's a thing that I can disclose at this point in time if that's what people want me to do to round out the rest of the stream before I go. But I'll only do it if that's what people want. And the title screen does not appear to have changed just yet. So I shall just... yay, we have people who are interested in stuff. Well, give me a hot second just to, like, close out the game and stuff. And I'll see what I can dredge up. Because, like, I don't want to, like, bring spoilery stuff onto the stream. And OBS should be behaving, so I don't think anything bad is going to come up. Just give me a hot moment to find a thing. I just need to find a house. Because I'm just scrolling back through the, because like, I've posted, like, not screenshots, but, like, visual aids and whatever, and, yes, Lisbon Lampshade. But, yeah, I've been posting screenshots of, like, pertinent bits of information, like truth bullets or whatever, in, like, a separate Discord channel that I've been sharing with my friends while they've been playtesting, and I'm just trying to find the right thing from that. So, one other thing as well, with, like, with this particular, like, set of... what am I even trying to say? Hang on a minute, what am I even trying to do here? Hold on. Taking a moment here. But, right, hold on. Hold on. I just needed to update a single bit of visuals because one character has changed names a little bit, but only a little bit. So, with each character, I've given them an English name and a Japanese name just in case my various friends or whatever didn't consent to having their names used in a game, because technically they can't copyright their personalities, but like they... Visuals, what even are they? What in even heck? How do shot web? There we go. Hold on. I'm just making the visuals pretty for you so that you can see them. But yeah, so every character has an English name and a Japanese name just in case. I didn't know how people would necessarily feel about that. So I'll just bring that up into the Strimstram space, and you can have a gander at the students participating in the killing game of my own creation. I think this is the right file. Is that the right file? So, as I said, everyone is a furry of some order, and like the Japanese names are like they're written surname first name, but the English names are written first name surname. So, like for instance, like Heather is like Heather Engel, but if I used the Japanese names but put them in English order, then Hiromasa Ushinoka. But I don't know whether to use the English or Japanese names, so that's the list of students and their various talents and their various species, and they are important, and these are all people that I know, with the exception of Mara, who I would like to be friends with, but I have no actual reason to become friends with her, which is kind of sad, because she's one of Joth's friends, and I want to be friends with her, but it would just be awkward to say, hey, I know a friend of yours, can we be friends? So apart from that, that's the lineup. And the only other, pertinent bit of information is it takes place in exactly the same school as the first game, it just happens instead of the first game. And I'm also, trust me, there's a reason why that's kind of a flimsy ultimate talent, and I can't really specify further than that. Also, Tristan's Japanese name is supposed to look a bit janky as well, because it's supposed to be I think it literally means, fur the color of a mistake. Because his Native American name literally means the wrong colored one or something like that, and I wanted to reflect that in the Japanese, to make it seem like it was a translation into Japanese. And everyone else has meaningful names. For instance, Yuki's real life surname is Fisher, so I just found the Japanese word for fisherman and just gave that to him as his surname. So that's fun. And yeah, it takes place in the same setting as the first game, and all of the rooms and whatever unlock at the same rate as in the first game, so with the exception that the nurse's office opens in Chapter 2 instead of Chapter 3. I think that's the only difference. And I'd like to think that I used the rooms to a bit better effect than the original game did. So, also, yeah. Yeah, Ozzy is personally familiar with Tony, Lisa, and Carolyn in the real world as well. And Elliot as well. And as of next week, Laura, because she's going to be a guest on my radio show. So, that's the lineup. Any predictions here and now? Who's gonna live? Who's gonna die? No one is safe just because they're my friends. That sounds kind of savage, knowing that I actually have Ozzy's girlfriend in that list. So, but who's safe? Who's gonna kill? Who's gonna be killed? The world will know at some point. I feel sort of conflicted over, having ultimate talents that are shared between this and the real game. Bearing in mind, I started writing this, I think I started writing it when I was a fair way into the first game. There were some bits that I wrote before playing the second game, but I wrote most of it during the second game, so this was before I even knew that there was an ultimate artist in Danganronpa V3, so I'm sort of salty about that, but Moral Compass just fits. If you know Thomas in real life, then you'll know that he is the ultimate moral compass. He's just, Heather can attest to that. And just Tristan being the ultimate author is just me being an absolute fanboy, but it's true. It's the best author I have ever read. So that's a fantastic thing. I'm not really sure what else I can really, share from that at the moment. Wow. But Ozzy's not even in there. That would take a special talent. And I guess one other thing that I could potentially show is, because I had to do like a modified map of the dorms, because since this is, like, this takes place in the same school as the first game, but there were only 15 participants in the first game's killing game, so I had to modify the dorms slightly to accommodate there being 16 students instead of 15. So... And also, some of these graphics were made before Heather came out as trans, so some of them do refer to her as Austin, but that's fine because, like, I've even run this past Heather in person as well. So that's what the dorms look like. Like, literally the same as the first game. And, like, according to the school records, Heather is listed as Austin and as a male student, but that's kind of just Monokuma being deliberately disrespectful, like, oh, you're trans, well, I'm not going to acknowledge it because despair! Like, it's not me being transphobic, it's Monokuma being, like, following the school listing, because Heather hadn't come out at that point, so I'm trying to work that into the plot. But yeah, other than that, like, everything's the same as the first game in terms of setting. And I can also confirm one of those 16 students may or may not be a traitor of some order. And that's all I'll say on that matter. And there is at least one double killing, because it's Danganronpa, there has to be. So, I'm not really sure what else I can say without spoiling stuff. So, for the moment, that's all I'm going to say as far as, like, plans for Not Romper are concerned. I'm still going through test playthroughs, I'm still, like, refining stuff. If I do get the opportunity to actually make a thing out of it, then I will jump at that chance. And, yeah, in the meantime, I guess I should probably sign out from this stream, because it's 11:30, I should probably go to bed soon. I am rather overheating, and I want to check if Heather's okay as well. So, if there's sufficient interest in that, then I will definitely look into making it be a thing that happens. I want it to be as good as possible, but there are limits. You know, I can only program so well, i.e. not very well at all, and also, there's only so much I can do without it being like, oh, you're infringing the copyrights of Danganronpa, and I just want to make a game. I want to make it be a thing. If I can get as many friends to help me on it as possible, so much the better. Well, in terms of, like, geographical layout, the school is exactly one-for-one the same, except, as you can tell by the minimap that I was just showing, I had to rearrange the room. Yeah, I did have to rearrange it slightly, because in the original Danganronpa, there were only 15 dorm rooms, and I had to add in an extra one to accommodate there being 16 students. So, basically, I just shuffled around the middle section of the, like, the other little island of rooms in the middle. I just had to reshuffle those, and it's fine. That's the only change. Everything else is laid out just the same. So, that's fun. I may disclose more information about that in due course. I mean, I could mention the courtrooms. I was talking about how, like, the trial grounds are, like, laid out the same as in the first game, but instead of being decorated like, oh, it's red, or oh, blue curtains, or oh, ancient Egypt, which I still haven't recovered from that, by the way. But, yeah, in my 2 games, they're all, like, all of the decorations are themed after levels from Sonic games, because I am just basic like that. So, in order from chapters 1 to 6, they're themed after Sunset Park from, I don't remember which Sonic game that was, but I think that was, like, that was one of the Game Gear ones, I think. But it's a really good level with really cool music. Chapter 2 is Music Plant, and it has nothing to do with the killer or the victim. It's just, I went with levels that looked cool, so Music Plant from Sonic Advance 2. Chapter 3 is Bingo Highway from Sonic Heroes. Chapter 4 is Haunted Ship from Sonic Rush Adventure. Chapter 5 is Amazing Arena from Knuckles Chaotix. And Chapter 6 is Crystal Egg from, I think, the 16-bit version of Sonic 2? But, anyway, don't get too attached to the characters, because even though they're my friends, no one is safe. And, I mean, as I said, one of them may be a traitor. No comment on who the mastermind is. You'll just have to wait and see if indeed it's a thing that gets released. And, Ozzy, thank you for offering your assistance. I will see what I can do. I hope we stay in touch even after the end of university. Oh, I'm flattered that you think that, Heartbeat. Well, you'll just have to wait and see. And the thing is, it would be nice to accept donations on it, but I feel as though legally I might not be able to take money to produce it, because that would be, like, profiting from someone else's intellectual property, because it's a Danganronpa thing. But Funny you should mention, Red, I do actually have a Patreon, so there is that. If you want to throw money at me, you can do it through that. I know Heartbeat is a supporter on there. Fun fact, I actually lost a supporter on there earlier today because their payments got declined. So I'm $20 in the hole because 2 of their payments got declined, and I have all of the sad, but, like, I'm more sad for them because, like, if it's because their payments were declined, it's because, like, unfortunate things, like, they didn't withdraw the payments, it's they tried to pay and it didn't go through. So I'm sad for them, and I hope they get that fixed, because that's $20. That's the difference of $20 in the space of 1 month. But, anyway, I am severely overheating now at this point, and I'm wearing pajamas at this point, so, like, I am 2 articles of clothing away from streaming in the nude. You're welcome for this mental image. I think I may have said too much, so, on that note, I have been and will continue to be Tessellating Hexagons, and, in the next stream, we'll have the Chapter 3 trial. I may or may not disclose more about the game I'm working on, but no promises on that. I was going to talk to Joth about potentially commissioning artwork for it, because, like, she's an artist who takes commissions. Check out her Tumblr. I believe it's thestarjar.tumblr.com, I think. But, yeah, I'm going to ask her about what she would charge if I asked her for, like, you know how in the opening sequence of all 3 games there's, like, this fancy artwork of each individual student? I want to know how much she would charge for one of those, and then how much for a full set of 16, and then beyond that, possibly getting, like, character portraits for, like, speech and whatever, but that's going to be difficult and probably very expensive. So, anyway, those are my plans. We'll just have to see what happens. For now, I've already outroed, so thank you all for watching. Join me again next week. Oh, yeah, next week isn't going to be... Right, okay. Tomorrow and Friday, depending on arrangements, Heather is probably going to be around, and we're going to do the Chapter 3 trial either tomorrow or Friday. Just follow me on Twitter, keep track of that. And next week and the week after, I'll be doing something else. Stardew Valley, if I have it by then. But if I don't, then I'll think of something else. I have an email now. Is that... it's someone else. Ooh. Alison Helix has just commented on my Eurovision Top 10 for this year. Cool beans. Also, yeah, I'm on the radio tomorrow at 10 a.m. I've been tweeting that out on Twitter every single day where you can listen to me live, but I've tried to end 3 times now, so yeah. See you in the next stream or the next radio broadcast or whatever it is you watch me on next. Good boo, and thank you for watching, and meow. Meow.